welcome here to a historic day for Bryant and Stratton College of Syracuse, and that is because they have never had for any sport media day interviews, never media day broadcasts. So we get to make history here with the men's basketball team in the first ever media day broadcast interviews in history. So thank you first and foremost to the head coach, Clay Gagen-Sherman, for the opportunity, sir. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate doing this. You coming out and doing this with us, and really excited for today, and getting the opportunity to speak with you a little bit about the program.
You know, and having this be such a historic moment for the guys, what do you feel like that means to them that they get to have this opportunity to be on the air, to talk about the team, to be celebrated, to get a spotlight? Just what you feel like that means to those guys.
I think, a big thing last year was, we had the plan to set milestones, break records, and just continue the winning tradition that the program had already started. And we did that last year. And, with things like this today, it's, again, just showing our guys that we're invested in our program. We're trying to build it and take it to the next level and get them the exposure they deserve, because we have a lot of really talented student athletes here at Bryant and Stratton. And, we want to get them exposure. We want people to know their stories. We want people to come to our games and again, get to know more about our team.
And like you said, to take the steps that you've taken to have these positive moves in the right direction, to celebrate this team going into 2023-24, what are you most excited about when you look at this roster?
Just the fact that we have a great returning class, and then we have a lot of new young guys. Last year, we didn't have a ton of 18-year-old freshmen. So it's exciting to see, younger guys come in, excited to be part of a program, and such a great returning class that's like, hey, this is how we do things. And just seeing those two different groups come together and, just build that chemistry and again, just try to just work together as a team and grow as a team. And hopefully these guys leave this program better people.
Do you feel like that message that you have for the team gets through to them in the world of how you conduct everything from media day to coming in, you and your staff in suits, to having them take these pictures? I mean, I'm watching this and I've been to Syracuse men's basketball's media day and whatnot. It's looking the same. The individual pictures, the suits, the, guys in their jerseys celebrating, all coming together for the team picture, having their individual moments, having some fun, doing different pieces. I mean, to me, I'm seeing a Division I media day happen here in the USCAA. Why is that so important to you? And do you feel like that message gets across of how much you care about these guys?
Absolutely. I think, again, you see how excited the guys are today. Again, they, in today's day and age, like, social media is obviously huge, and kids want to post about their programs that they're at. And again, it just shows them this is a legit program. We're going to do everything we can to make the experience fun, get them that exposure. And again, that we're just a very legitimate program that, a USCAA program like the USCA is very legit, high level athletics, and also the marketing side. We're doing everything we can to build it up and be that the highest level. So yeah, today, again, the guys definitely take that in and enjoy it.
You and I got to sit down at Mother's Cupboard and announce you becoming the head coach for the men's basketball program after you built the women's basketball program. Having a season under your belt, what does this year look like for you?
I just have, last year, like, I still needed to get that experience. And there were some games where, again, like my management and things like that in games, there was a ton of things I could have done differently. And I just feel like I have that experience under my belt and I have a much better understanding of what we need to do to be successful this year. So, I'm really excited about that. And again, a huge part of that is having that returning class, a majority. Now, I think 15 out of our 17 players I recruited. So, we, from day one, I've been telling them what the vision is, what the goals are, and everyone's kind of on the same page with that. And I think through that, there's just more clarity across the board this year, which makes things, again, much easier when we're working together, coming together and identifying roles and things like that.
What's the culture like when you talk about bonding players that are returning and new players?
We got guys that just want to win. Like, we got, sometimes, guys, we hold each other accountable, and sometimes it's not the best way. And we're still working on that early in the season with our communication and things like that. But it just falls back to, like, intensity and passion and guys just wanting to win. And with our returners, coming back from last year, they tasted it. Like, we gave the best team in the country that won the national championship the toughest competition in the national tournament last year. Like, they won by 16, and then they won by, I think, 17 the next 2 rounds. And, they dominated those games versus us. They didn't dominate. Like, they're up 1 at halftime because we fouled the guy shooting a half court heave at the buzzer. And the returners realized, like, we have legit potential. It's our expectation to be competing for a national championship this year and being one of the top seeds going into the tournament. So, they know how good we can be. And that's kind of the driving factor behind, everything we're doing as a program is, we want to win. We have what it takes to win. And if you're not going to commit to that, you're not going to last, because our guys are tough and they take pride in that.
Why is Bryant and Stratton, in your opinion, so special when you look at the level of competition that you spoke about in the USCAA and everything that you guys do and the success of the men's program and the women's program? But as a school itself, why Bryant and Stratton? What keeps you coming back to Bryant and Stratton of Syracuse?
I think, on an athletic side, like, we have a strong athletic tradition and things like this. Like, we provide that legitimate student athlete experience, play great competition. There's just a ton of things we do on an athletic side. So that's kind of, a no-brainer. It's a great program that's going to push you and compete at a high level. When it falls to the academics and the student life, it's a family, it's a community, it's a small school where people care about you. They get to learn about you, and they work with you towards your success. And again, it's just that family community feel and just that support we provide our students. That's ultimately, like, the most important thing at Bryant and Stratton.
Why do you have fun?
Man, I love these guys. There's never a dull moment. We're obviously bonding through a sport we love. We love competition, but I'm just so excited and just lucky to come to work every day and go to practice and get to spend time with these guys, get to learn about who they are as people. Like, we got some real characters that are just so fun to be around. So that's, and not just athletes, the coaches, Coach Xavier, Coach Nolan, like, those guys are just great people. And I'm just very fortunate that we're doing this together.
2 final notes, one of them being where you'll be playing this season, which I'm very excited about. I'm going to let you announce that.
Yeah, we're going to be playing our home games at OCC, which is, as most people know, in Central New York. The top really college facilities in New York State, definitely, within junior colleges, but it's just a phenomenal facility. We'll be playing at Allen Hall, where OCC plays their games. And it's just going to be an awesome experience for our guys and our ladies to play at a college facility for home games. And again, just showing we're making that next step as a program to make our program more legitimate.
And having that opportunity at OCC, it's also a place that people have come to know for obviously collegiate basketball, but also for high school tournaments. It's been a great venue. So it's a good place, I think, for, obviously Bryant and Stratton College of Syracuse to call home. And at the same time, to know that you're going to be building bridges and building connections. And when you might have some prospective student athletes come out,
absolutely,
that's another connection too that you have there, which is special.
Yeah, it definitely is. And like you mentioned, they have great programs on both the men's and women's side with basketball, and their coaches have been phenomenal in helping us get in over there. So definitely looking to build those relationships and potentially get some future OCC students that are continuing their education. So, just all around, just so excited, so grateful, and looking forward to working with them.
And it's cyclical in the community. How much does this community mean to you? And what can you say about Central and Upstate New York and how you feel the community has taken in the Bobcats and how you try to give back?
I think it's a great community. It's a super supportive community. There's a lot of, great basketball people specifically in this community. Mookie Jones, he works at OnTech now, and he's been an awesome resource for me. He's over here at Hamilton Street, so I see him on a daily basis, and he's going to come talk to our guys, share his experience with them. And there's a ton of, former SU players, Symir Torrance, DeJuan Coleman, those guys that have been supportive of our program, and they know our guys, and they just give the knowledge they know and talk to them. And, and then also a ton of great high school coaches, other college coaches in the community that are very supportive. And again, it's just, it's a community where, people just look out for each other. So I definitely really appreciate that.
And I would have to say, I know this is the first conversation that we're having here in Media Day history for Bryant and Stratton College and Bryant and Stratton College Bobcats of Syracuse men's basketball team, but I think your hair might win the day.
I hope so. I just got a cut. So
There's a chance it might win it. A last note here. What do you want to say to one of the best fan base supportive crowds that you bring with you? Obviously, Cleo and Kate, as well as Kevin. And I got to shout out Kathy. I got to shout out. I don't want to miss anybody here. So who am I missing here? There's I obviously the whole Gagen family.
Yep, Kelly, Ryan, yeah. Sam, Grayson, Nora, Beckham. We're a growing family, but I love all you guys so much. And you know, I'm just trying to make you all proud. And you know, everything I do is for you. And I know we enjoy Bobcats basketball. Looking forward to this season.
The Gagens and the Shermans and everybody connected. It's an awesome, that's where I always sit when I come out to the games, because it's a good crowd, great family, whole lot of love. And I implore you all to come out, support your Bobcats this season, the men's and women's basketball teams, and all sports in general at Bryant and Stratton College of Syracuse. Proud to be your exclusive multimedia marketing partner. And this man keeps his word. The number 21, it's not just a jersey. It's my favorite number my whole life. And you will see this in the studio. So Clay, as always, thanks for keeping your word and thanks for being here.
Absolutely. Appreciate you, man.
We'll talk with you all soon. God bless. No stress. Do your best and go Bobcats.